trust, he'll never fold. James Mack on the wave, every morning, every day. Got the 92.7, tune in, don't delay. Political news and the commute updates on the morning takeover. Stream live, stay awake. Like and subscribe. We got the content all the time. Share with your crew. Live on YouTube, don't be shy. He's got the facts straight. Never leads you wrong. James Mack, breaking news before the final gong. From city lights to the small towns beat, bringing stories real and raw. No defeat on
Good
the
morning,
morning
good
takeover.
morning,
It's your
good morning,
day.
good morning, everyone. You're listening to the morning takeover on 92.7 on your FM dial, WKRA. I'm James Mack. I'm your man on the street. And hey, it's Friday. We made it to Friday. We finally made it to, I don't believe what I'm saying. I said again, we have made it to Friday. Getting ready to have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. The weather is doing nice and all. And I just want to start this morning with a little affirmation. Somebody sent me something, and I really do like it. And like to welcome everyone that is listening on our air and also on our streamed broadcast on YouTube. We like to welcome everybody saying hello. But I want to start this off, and this is something that I got from someone, and they sent it to me, and it just, man, it speaks volumes. It says FYI for your information. Okay, it gets better. You'll find better. You'll experience better. You'll become better. Say it again for the people's in the back and over yonder. It says, for your information, it gets better. You'll find better. You'll experience better. You become better. If you don't grow, if you don't go, you gotta go through something. My grandmother used to say briefly. I would wonder what she would be doing in the garden, and she had a bag of something. This stuff stinks so bad; it was so horrible. I didn't know what it was. I didn't want to know. But I just had to ask, what is this stuff going to do? She says, baby, she says, in order for the beans or the tomatoes or whatever she was planting to grow, they have to go through the mess. So sometimes you got to go through the soil. Imagine what a seed has to go through with the soil, and the birds might come and get it, or whatever the case may be. But eventually, as it stays in the darkness, in the ground, fighting its way, trying to reach to the sunlight. That's all that we have to do today is fight for the sunlight, be able to do the things that we need to do to help ourselves. Good morning to everybody. Good morning, Robin. How are you? I said
Good
what I said.
morning.
Good morning.
Good
Say good morning.
morning.
Say
Good
that
morning,
back.
everybody.
Good
Good
morning. Good
morning.
morning. Okay, I got a feedback somewhere. I don't know where that come from. Where we all here.
I got
It's just the
feedback
beginning.
too a little bit.
Okay, let's
Okay,
check our.
but good
Uh,
morning. 92.7 WKRA. Good morning to our listeners. Good morning to I Said What I Said. Hey girl. Good morning to all.
all right. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at this weather. Listen, let me tell you something about this weather. Man, this weather's feeling so good. It feels semi fall like type of temperatures in this region that we're in. But let me tell you, we got another fantastic day of weather for the Mid South. The highs will be around near 90 almost, they'll say, but the winds are going to be coming out of the north pretty strong. So it'll keep the humidity down, make it kind of easier on our bodies, especially because of the hydration, and it keeps us, things. It'll keep us feeling better. The highs will hold in the 80s, around the weekend. It's going to be really nice. And if you got some outdoor plans, you want to do something, even tonight, there are a lot of activities going on around in the region and around the country. People are getting ready for football season and all those other things, but there's a lot of things to do this weekend, a lot of parades, a lot of back to school parades, a lot of activities that are going on in various places. And we're just excited just to be at the weekend. And right now at Oxford it's 74, 75 in Olive Branch and in South Haven, and 75 at WKRA in Holly Springs, Memphis Shelby County area. In that region, we're grateful to be here. I got something that disturbed me. I'm going to just do this right quick. This is something as a warning as the children are going back to school, and I'm talking about even in the rural areas. Sometimes kids have to go to certain places to get their buses and various things, and there are predators out there in the community. And I want to talk about this just briefly. This comes out of Tunica County, Mississippi. It says that the Tunica County Sheriff's Office needs our help to find two men. They say that tried to lure a 5-year-old into a van by offering her some candy and a puppy. Um, it goes on to say, this is just disturbing to me, that little girl's mother is hugging her daughter tightly today. After what had happened, the daughter ran to safety. It says, if I would have lost my baby, I would have been so hurt, depressed, and so forth, and probably be in the hospital or something because these things are happening, not just in Tunica County, but they're happening everywhere. The sheriff's office is saying, tell your children, inform them, sit them down and let them know, don't go up to anybody. Teach your children their phone number and their address just in case something happens. Um, there are a lot of ways that people are being creative in protecting their children. I know that I've heard of some that I won't mention, but there are ways. We're living in a day and time that we still need to keep our eyes open for these things. These kids are going back to school. People are lurking and doing certain things they have no business doing. And then those of us that live in the community, keep if you're home in the daytime when school buses are running, peep your head out the window and watch everything. We already probably be watching anyway, being nosy in folks' business. We always got one neighbor that sees everything. That's a good thing though. But please keep your eyes and your ears open. Those of you that got those ring cameras, get in your community and let people know. I'm not saying let people know your business or nothing, but I want you to be able to share your information to keep your block safe, block by block. We can do something in our community. And I'd like to say good morning to Lady T Bug. Oh, she's in the chat, y'all. Y'all see, that's my friend, my dear friend that came over to visit and say hello to Yvonne Moore. Hey, happy Friday to you. I said what I said, who's coming in with us. And you finally got, yes, you did. You finally got your chance to come over. We got a great show for everybody today. Um, and we're just going to go forth in what we're doing. Okay, Robin, what you got for us this
I
morning?
got some national news, of course. We've got some craziness going on. Let me bring in my crazy music. When I got a lot going on, I need something calm. All right.
Mhm.
So Trump's craziness. Guys, it was a meltdown yesterday. He held an hour-long press conference answering questions, just rambling. From abortion doesn't matter, banning the abortion pill. January 6 people were treated poorly. Said that he brought in the National Guard during the death of George Floyd, which has been fact checked. Yes, he lied. said Harris's nomination was unconstitutional, said his crowds were larger than the Martin Luther King. Crazy, right? But we do have a debate date, guys. He has confirmed September 10th as the debate date with possible dates after yet to be determined. What are Kamala Harris's thoughts? Vice President's thoughts are, I hope to see him there. Sad, isn't it? All right, guys, let's get to this really quick because I want to get to the featured guest. So more craziness going on. Let me add this
into
here.
war, given that you abandoned your unit right before they went to Iraq, and he has not spent a day in a combat zone. What bothers me about Tim Walz is the stolen valor garbage. Do not pretend to be something that you're not. And if he wants to criticize me for getting an Ivy League education, I'm proud of the fact that my mamaw supported me, that I was able to make something of myself. I'd be ashamed if I was him and I lied about my military service like he did.
Sorry,
All right. So Vance goes on attack on Walz on his military service record by saying he retired right before the war on Iraq, right before the unit went in. Untrue from what his papers he's presented, he's given them when he was vetted. They talked about all of that. Look, guys, this man served 24 years for our country. He retired only to serve more. He wrote for political office. I mean, hasn't he done enough? I mean, this is a guy that's on a ticket with another guy that has 34 criminal counts against him. How can you talk about, and it's from one veteran to another. That's what disturbs me about it. You know what I mean? But, more crazy. He's crazy. He's crazy. They're all crazy. I don't know what's going on with them. But let's get to this. So Taylor Swift, let me put her picture up. Let me get to her picture. Taylor Swift had to cancel 3 of her concerts. Poor baby. She's been threatened, guys. Taylor Swift was forced to cancel 3 concerts in Vienna, Australia, due to a terror plot. 2 men who were currently in custody. One has given a full confession. Yesterday, a 19-year-old Australian man, no name given, who lived in a town of Tennant, which is south of Vienna, admitted to police authorities that he and 2 others were plotting to attack the crowd as well as use explosives. Police went to the 19-year-old's home, found chemical substances and explosives in the home. Later, another suspect was captured, admitting to plot as well against the singer, advising this would have been a terrorist attack. But the Swifties fought back, guys. Let me play for you what the Swifties did. You cannot hold a good Swiftie down. Those young ladies came out and they weren't playing. Take a listen. See if you can hear it. Let me turn you up.
When the news got out that it was canceled, there were a lot of tears, but I'm happy that with other people are feeling the same and we're having a lot of fun together.
It's kind of a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to come with my bestie to see Taylor Swift, and so I'm a little bummed.
We're very upset, very disappointed, but we're just really happy that everyone's safe, and obviously, this is amazing. This is really heartwarming and lovely. So we're trying to look at the bright side.
And that they did. They took to the streets. 65,000 fans took to the streets, even though Taylor Swift wasn't there. They began to sing and chant her songs. Good fight back. It's a lot of money to go see her. Well, it is 9:14. 92.7 WKRA. I'm going to turn it back over to you, James. Let's talk about our featured guest.
Well, we got a wonderful guest that's coming on. Hold on a second. I wanted to say something that one of our guests, what did you say? Lady T-Bug said she better come back over here to the U.S. I agree with that 100%. You over there. And I know you got money and I know you have obligations, but your safety is more important. I think they got to pull her out of there. and it's just so shocking to me how how people just I don't know. Them tickets is high too. I don't know how many. Does anybody in the chat know how many tickets? How much is her tickets per show? Have you found out, Robin, or anything?
I believe it's cheaper actually to see her overseas. It's cheaper. In the United States, their tickets are ridiculous. You can get a ticket for about $65 overseas.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow. Well, we're hoping that Miss Taylor get back over to the United States as soon as possible and get herself together. Come on out of there and everything. I'd like to say good morning, first of all, to our wonderful guests who have
I just want to make sure I'm
given
understanding.
us this opportunity. Oh, what happened? Oh, something happened.
I removed it.
That was
I removed it. Go ahead.
oh, okay. I said what I said is here. I got Robin is here, our wonderful correspondent and uh, commentator, and all these other things. And we're just here to enjoy ourselves. Miss Lowe is here. She's coming on. Miss Lowe, the entertainer. We're going to be talking with her about her recent achievement and her career with her mentor, someone that has brought her into show business. I think Bobby got 3 Grammys. He's a Grammy winner. Y'all know about those of you all that are what's the age, Robin? Can I say that people listen to
I'm not
Bobby Rush?
sure.
What is that?
Look,
Okay,
I'm
see,
not sure.
how you know? See,
I
like
shall
you don't
not
be
claim my
listening.
age today.
Don't be listening to him. Well, we have that wonderful guest. I said what I said is here, y'all. We can't say she's in the bushes or nothing like that. We're just, hey, I said, how are you?
Well, good morning, James. I'm
Good
doing good
morning.
this morning.
Good
That's good.
morning.
That's good. Everybody's here. Listen, we're coming almost up to 20 on the hour. We're going to take a quick break and we're going to come back with some more discussion with I said what I said, and also with Robin as we get together today. You're listening to the morning takeover. We're under construction. We're doing what we're doing, and you're going to see some changes made here that will make your pleasure of listening and watching us real good. We're working real good. We got a great team of people that we're getting together and doing what we do. They share their contributions. Like I said, what I said has been here from day one. And we got Robin who gives us a hand with the news and the things that we're doing. And there's a lot of behind the scene things that go on. Listen, if you want to get in touch with us, we ask that you like and you share, and there is an email address that you can get to us now as we're under construction here, but we still want to hear from you. Don't forget to like and share. Don't forget to subscribe also to the channel. And if you need to get to me, jmccray0307 at gmail.com. Hey, we got something else that we want to talk about and share with you. I got a call from Big Little Red on uh, the other day, and Little Red came in and said, "Thank you very much for all that you're doing. We got people that are getting ready to go down to the festival and say hello. Hey, listen, the Reds Old Timers Blues Festival is getting ready to happen at the end of the month on the 31st of August at MLK Park and Stage. I mean, man, they really do some real great things. We got Charlie Musselwhite. We got Otis Taylor. He's going to be there, and Miss Gladys Kyle, she's going to be there. It's really going to be wonderful. Put on and presented by Red's Blues Lounge. That's 398 Sunflower in Clarksdale, Mississippi. We just want to shout out to Big Red for his support and for giving us this great opportunity to come together like we're coming together. Everybody in the chat, I want to say hello to you. And we also want to support um, Red's Blues Lounge in their lineup that they got. Now, you want to hear some real good music. You really want to hear some I mean, some real down home blues. Listen, last night they had Reverend Slim and the G Town Sound. They had them last night, but tonight The show about to really roll tonight. Tonight, Anthony Big A Sherrod and the All Stars are going to be at Red's Blues Lounge, and Robert Kimbrough on Saturday. Robert Kimbrough Sr. And Blues Connection, they're going to be there. And on Sunday, yes, Sunday, the Post Sunflower Blues Jam with Big A, Mr. Anthony Sherrod and his guests, they're going to be there. They're going to have a really good time going down there to Reds. And I guarantee you, you're going to have you a great time. Don't forget about the festival. Don't forget about the festival. It's coming real soon. Make your plans to come on down and enjoy yourself at Red's Blues Lounge. That's 398 Sunflower Avenue in Clarksdale, Mississippi. And we're back again. Y'all hear all these sound effects and all these things that are going on. We're trying to get things together. We're back at WKRA 92.7 on your FM dial. This is James Mack of the James Mack Morning Takeover Show. We're getting ready to do some dramatic things that are going to happen. You're going to have your same show, but it's going to be kind of improve. I want to improve. I want to make sure that we move up the ladder. We was at the lower rung. Now we're climbing a little bit, and we're just climbing our way, making sure that we give you great broadcasting and a great show each and every morning from 9 a.m. Central Time and 10 a.m. Eastern Time. You can catch us here on WKRA or on YouTube. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel and enjoy even the replays if you don't get a chance to play them back. For those of you that are in your cars, at your places of business, at your homes, y'all at work, and those of you all that are in the bushes, I know y'all there. Good morning to the bushes and everybody that's there. We want to say good morning to you. Things are happening. They're good. And Robin, I'm going to sit back and let you, and I said what I said, go at it with this interesting stories y'all got. I'm going to get out of the way. No, I mean, I'm going to go ahead and you all do your feature this morning. I said what I said, and Robin is here.
We didn't really have too much to chat about. I mean, he's nuts. Did you see the hour-long special he had? He wasted everybody's time, but he did answer questions. He did answer some questions, but it was a lot of rambling. What did you think? I said,
Well, I I feel like he's upset because the polls is flipping. And if you'll notice, he changed his mind. He said he is going to do a debate now. All of this time, he was claiming that he was so far ahead that there was no need to do a debate. And I guess he thought he was going to just play golf and, lay around the house and not shave or do anything and, just kind of coast this, just kind of coast the election now. But, he has work to do. And so I think he's upset about that because he spent a whole year beating down Biden. Uh, they did everything towards Biden. And when Biden got out the race, I think it kind of surprised him. And I just think they're scrambling and they don't know what to do as far as to how they're going to cover Harris and Waltz. But one more thing I want to bring up that I found out this morning, I found out that Clarence Thomas has been referred to the Department of Justice for failure of disclosure for all the gifts that he's received. Now, I don't feel like that they're going to prosecute him or anything, but yeah, he was referred to the Department of Justice. So I'm interested to see how that's going to go also.
I'm interested to see that too. I heard about the AOC brought it to the Supreme Court. He was not to receive those types of gifts, knowing that he is basically the court. He's the head of the court. So yeah, I can't wait to see what happens with that. I can't wait to see also what happens with the debate against the veteran versus the other veteran. I just think it's a shame that these vicious attacks, they can't get to an agenda that they can stick to. They can't attack her much on anything. Again, if they attack her on the border, she should bring back the wall. If they attack her on economics, she should bring in Obama's 10-year economic plan that he walked into. There's so many ways that she could definitely, get back at her opponent. And there are so many ways that Governor Walz, Vice President candidate Walz, can get definitely at Vice President candidate Vance as well.
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Well, I heard also that David Plouffe, the one that helped Obama with his campaign, Vice President Harris has hired him to help with her campaign, and so I feel like they're in trouble. And it's very rich that Trump is calling Harris dumb and stupid and no experience. And in actuality, he's the one who has no government experience other than being the president. And we saw how all of that went. And so and Vance doesn't have any governing background either, other than being a senator, and he got elected because of the MAGA movement. And so both of them are flailing, they're scrambling, and they just really don't know what to do, and they don't really know how to handle this campaign at this point. And let me tell you something, Trump is furious because, he's all about the crowd size, right? And so it was reported that she had over 25,000 people at one of her rallies. And so he's upset about that. He went to the same arena that she went to in Georgia, and he had empty seats. And she had people that couldn't even get into the venue. And so he's really upset about this campaign. I'm telling you, it's really bothering him. And did you see how angry he was? And so when you do the contrast, you're looking at Vance and Walz. They're happy and joyful. And
doesn't he look like the old guy now? Doesn't he look like the old guy?
Yeah, he looks like an angry old man. And it's showing that whole interview, his lips were so pierced and perched. He looked like one of those ladies in church. You know how you get pinched when they tell you to be quiet and sit down?
Yes.
And how they pierce their lips. The whole interview was pierced lips. And you could just look at the anger on his face.
Here's the thing. He looks like he's diminishing, like mentally. The rambling. Remember when Biden was doing the rambling a bit on stage? He's doing the rambling now. But
he's always done the rambling. They just wouldn't cover it. He's had missteps just like Biden did, but the media just would not cover it, Biden. I don't know if you know that, but he's always misstepped. He's slurred his words and calling people the wrong names, and nobody said anything. But now, like you said, the shoe is on the other foot. They're giving him the same energy that they gave Biden at this point.
Wow. Well, I guess we'll deal with crazy every day. I don't know what's going to happen. Hopefully, we'll get a brief break during the election. It's 92.7 FM WKRA. We're going to wrap that conversation up and bring in our featured guest. James, are you ready?
I'm almost ready. This is
Let me turn on like some music. Let me bring her in.
Okay, and I want our special guest. We can see you. And this is just a little editing thing. You don't have to use your camera this morning if you don't want to. Can you hear me, Miss Lowe?
I can hear you. Good morning.
Okay. Good morning. You don't have to use your camera, but you can if you want to. It's up to you.
That sounds good. Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let me say good morning. First of all, we were doing some brief editing, and we have our very, 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 very special guest. See, this is something special. I got to warn you all ahead of time about this young lady. Those of you that have ever been to a Bobby Rush concert know what I'm talking about. Some people leave with knots on their head, black eyes, and tore up shirts, because when the Bobby show comes on, Okay, and I know my guest knows what I'm talking about.
Yes, I do.
Know what I'm talking about. Have caused reap havoc in the community. Jesus help us all, God. But I want to just say congratulations to the Just Blues Music Foundation's Millie Jackson Award winner. I'm talking about the one and only, the personal. You can't get to Bobby unless you go through her. I'm telling you that now. She's protective. She's gonna make sure that nothing happened to him. All y'all getting in his face. You know he's handsome and looking good and got his hair looking good. You know y'all be going nuts and crazy. So y'all don't get on us about Miss Lowe. I got Brother Lee is here with us somewhere. He was coming. I need me a little help this morning. But I want to say good morning to my very, 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 very special guest and congratulations to her on her wonderful award that she won. Everybody, y'all welcome Miss Lowe to the morning takeover show. I feel good. We got a celebrity on this morning. Come on, y'all.
Yes,
Y'all say
we
hello to Miss
do.
Lowe.
Yes, we do. Good morning, Miss Lowe.
Good morning, everybody.
Mm,
Good morning. Good morning.
mm.
Good morning.
Good morning, Miss
Hey,
Lowe.
okay.
Good
All
morning, and
right.
thank you for having me this morning.
We just so happy to have you. I try not to cause too much trouble, and I tried to behave myself. I did put it out there that everybody that she was coming, and it didn't take me. I want to say something about her professional uh, organization. I contacted her people. You know how y'all say y'all got people and everything. I contacted her people and was treated so well. And Ms. Lowe, I want to just say that your group, your people that work to get you on here, and even our staff that work together, I don't think you had any problem. You didn't have any problems, Robin, did you? If I might say, no, Robin's quiet. I don't know what she's quiet for, but okay. But Miss Lowe, I want to say let me tell you all about. See, she was gone in the bushes somewhere, but we ain't gonna worry about her. Let me tell y'all just a little bit about our guest, and this is really special to me. Miss Lowe was born uh, Loretta Harris in Holmes County, Mississippi. Let's say hey for the Mississippi crew. See, they always talk about Mississippi, but great things come out of Mississippi. She grew up in the Greenwood area, and Miss Lowe grew up singing in church. Y'all know, see, y'all, you all have to have a foundation with the Lord. And I don't know where He's going to take you, but He'll take you further. And you started off right. She sang in church and schools. And Miss Lowe was very active in singing, and she was a member of her school band. She plays the instrument, the flute. Oh, Miss, and she was a majorette. Now I know the majorette skills and them marching bands here. See, if y'all haven't seen the sonic boom of Jackson State University, y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Ain't that right, Miss Lowe? They don't know what I'm
You
talking about.
got that
See, I got
right.
to educate. I got to educate my northern viewers and listeners. I ain't got to mess with. I said what I said too much. I don't have to mess with her because she's down there around
Always picking on me.
in the region.
Always
Always.
picking on
See,
me.
we got to pray for Robin though.
Well,
But
you know
she
Mississippi
has.
always represent now.
All right, that's right. Okay, she got a little. She got some folks down here too. She be just saying all them things. But I wanted to say that also her career span and the people um, that she have performed with. I mean, from BB King to Buddy Guy, Shaka Khan. You know Shaka Khan? Oh, I'm gonna talk about it. All these people that had influences. Patti LaBelle, Lord have mercy. Uh, uh, of course, the Temptations, the great Bobby Blue Bland. Um, the great Bobby Blue Bland, who I'm a big fan of his, but I'm a bigger fan of her mentor and the person that took her under uh, his wing in a sense that really, I mean, things really took off. The great Bobby Rush. We just like to just say, hey, Miss Lowe, you're on, and welcome to the morning takeover.
I really thank you all for having me on here this morning. And
Yeah,
I thank you for all for coming and supporting all the shows. And it's just a show. Bobby created the show
yeah,
with his naughty self. But anyway, I
yeah.
thank all our fans and all the people that actually come out and support it, and the ladies that's always come and embrace me and let me take a picture
Yeah.
with their husbands.
So that's why I'm trying to say. Now, see, they ain't gonna see now, Miss Lowe. They don't know about all that. See, but then it be
Wow.
ambulances and police, and the police have to come around the stage and get the folks, and the folk be hollering and carrying on, and they know what they be doing. But y'all have to see her. If y'all,
Mm.
okay, if y'all see her, I had to get that one out. If y'all see her and see the show and the Bobby Rush review is a man, you will not forget it. And he's such a good man, decent fella. I mean, really approachable. Some people see now Miss Lowe need bodyguards and folks in the police, state troopers and stuff to escort her home, all that stuff. But Bobby just get on and walk in the crowd. People be talking. She can't do that. Y'all see her whole entourage. Tell me about now, Miss Lowe. I'm gonna get serious. Tell me about your beginnings. What led you to where you are today? Let's hear about this, and we're going to talk about the award a little bit too.
Okay. So, of course, I think I might have. Well, let's just start here. I've been with Bobby for 22, 23 plus years. In the beginning, of course, most females, when you start in a job or whatever, that you might not you're never you're not confident in the beginning, but if you stay long enough you become to be confident in what you do. So that's like my safeness was right there. It's like that's my circle, that's my pie. Bobby told me said cut your pie out and tell me what part of it that you want. Well, that was 2 years after I got with him, and then he narrowed it down and he said, Lo, just cut out your pie. And when I cut out my pie, there was some things that I would do and some things that I would not do. Well, you got to understand, it wasn't my show, it was Bobby's show. And that was the only part that he had available, which was a dancer. I didn't have a problem with that. It was just some things that I just wouldn't do. So, of course, we had like other people like Jazzy was there, and Jazzy was there before I was there. But I did not know that Jazzy knew as much as she knew into the industry of the business. And what I did was I relied on her. I relied on her so much because she taught me and she helped Bobby pave that way for me. I think both of them, they knew from the beginning that I actually had it. They knew that I had the out front, the talent,
Yeah.
and spontaneous with the fans. They knew that I had that and I wasn't really shy about it. Now I was shy about interviews and I was shy about public speaking. Okay,
Oh, I
but
can't tell. I
I
can't
grew out of
tell. I
that too.
can't tell. I can't tell. Okay.
But no, because I grew out of it. And with the exposure of being international along with Bobby, and like I say, it was a learning process for me. At first, I didn't know
Yeah.
what I want. The first 10 years with Bobby, all I did was travel and wanted to see the world. Whatever it was they
Mm.
wanted to show me. Being with the musicians. And I was becoming to be a musician myself because it's like they taught me music, they taught me keys, and I had a very great foundation there to
Right.
like
Right.
come up in the business and to start and not knowing exactly what I really, really wanted. So Bobby took me to the studio and Bobby
Mm-hmm.
recorded me the first time, when I first came, maybe 2 years. Bobby recorded me, and I heard myself, and I said, "Bobby," and he was like, "Lo, it's unfinished." I said, "Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. If if it's like that, I don't want it." So he tried to push me
Wow.
out then, but I was not ready. He said, "Lo, but it's not unfinished." I never went back to the studio, but there
Wow.
was some musicians, which was Mike D and Fuzzy. They was all up in Memphis. And I'm telling you,
Okay.
I really had great support in musicians, to just build me up and make me be
Right.
confident. We had a guy, Terry Richardson. He was a bass player and he passed away. We had another one where we call him Hot Dog, but his name was James Lewis. He passed
You call
away.
them hot dog.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Every musician has some type of little funny name. Then you have
Yes.
Bruce Howard, who been with Bobby for 40 some years. They've
Wow. Go ahead. Oh, I lost you. This is WKRA 92.7
at that
on
particular
your
time,
FM dial. Okay,
we
we're back. Okay, we had lost your mic for a minute. I was just
I'm
giving our
sorry.
station ID. Go ahead. Let me ask you this though, because I got something here I gotta ask you at before we let you go because there's something. What did you expect with Bobby? What did you expect when you came to him and he had this position open and saying that did he say you had to be one? Now, see, y'all that don't know Southern stuff, don't get y'all ain't gonna get mad at me, but for those Yankees and the folks that's in the North, I had like Robin and Lee and the rest of them. I had to explain to them, Miss Lowe, the situation at hand. Sometimes, did you, did you?
Robin, you save
What was
over
your
here,
reaction?
Robin. I got you. I got you.
Okay. Oh, that's Robin's friend. Oh, you, Miss Lowe and Robin,
Thank
and
you
got
so much, Miss Lowe.
oh, and the see, okay,
Miss Lowe and
see,
I got a
because
relationship.
I got you, Robin. I
yeah,
got you. You keep on
Miss
asking them
Lowe,
questions. Come on, come on with them.
yeah. But okay, well, I'm gonna ask this to, and I'm gonna turn her loose in a minute. But what did you expect when you got to Bobby, and you came up, and did you have to audition? Was there because y'all do some, that choreograph is, I mean, y'all was doing some stuff. You know what I'm saying? What was that? Did he promise you the sky and the moon, or
He
what
did
was it
not.
that really he didn't?
No, when
Mm-hmm.
I met Bobby, I was already
Did you
hired.
have any competition? Did you have any? Oh, okay. See, you and Robin gonna get along. Y'all, see, both of y'all. I don't want to. Y'all must be cousins or something. Ain't you got you some folks down in Mambaya or over there in somewhere in Tupelo, one of them places? Well, I ain't gonna ask
Grenada,
about where you
Grenada,
man.
Grenada.
Robin, I'm
Grenada.
your
Oh,
cousin. I'm
you.
your cousin, Robin. I'm your cousin. I'm
See.
your cousin,
Oh, yeah.
Robin.
I gotta watch out. I gotta watch out. Listen, you're listening to WKRA 92.7 on your FM dial. This is the morning takeover show. Listen, I got my very, very special guest here that I am happy to have, and it's just a joy. You don't get an opportunity to meet the people that really behind the scenes and that are doing the things, and even in the forefront that sometimes we take for granted what they bring to the production. And Miss Lowe brings more than just a pretty face. She's a businesswoman. She has a wonderful organization of people. She is a great entertainer, award-winning entertainer, and she's here with us. And I'm making fun. And her and Robin are just, they jumping on me. I got brother Lee or somewhere. He was somewhere. He jumped in and out. See, he see I was in trouble. So it's okay. We're just happy. Now,
We
Miss Lowe,
got
I
out of
wanna
Dodge.
Come in,
since
Lee,
you and
because he
Robin,
needs some help.
yeah, I sure do. I'm gonna let Robin. I want you to, if you got anything you'd like to ask Miss Lowe, go ahead
I
and ask her. I got
do.
something
I
down here.
do. I wanted to know what keeps you going. Like, I know that you've had such an amazing career, but what keeps you motivated? What keeps you going?
It's the love of the music.
Okay.
It's like you're stunned by something, and you have so much time into what you're doing. When I look at 23 years, and I know a lot of people have been in this music business more than 23 years, well, that motivates me and that keeps me going. It's just like when I went to school to become a medical assistant, I'm like, I can't give up now, even though the material got hard.
Mhm.
Even for me to pass the test got hard. But I knew if I had to start all over again, it was harder. So I like to stay in. I'd rather stay in. And Bobby has really supported me, and he has really supported my career, and Jazzy has really mentored me. And she when all this started, Bobby told her, get me ready. I didn't know anything
Mhm.
about ASCAP, BMI. I didn't know anything about these things. I didn't know how to register my music. I
Mhm.
needed
Mhm.
some guidance.
Yeah.
Bobby has agent and management. Trust me, they have bigger things to worry about other than trying to help me with a project. So he put her in place and say, get her ready, because we gotta do this. We gotta do this. And that's why I say you gotta have somebody that knows the business to help you and to stir you in the right direction. Once they put you on the track, you good.
Yeah.
But you gotta learn the business. You need to be open to learn it. The first 10 years, I wasn't open to learn it. The last 12 years is when I took it on to learn the business, to be about the business. If I'm going to spend my money and my time, then I have to learn exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Well, I think that you are fantastic. I want to wish you the
Fabulous.
best on your music journey career. I love the CD. I listened to it last night, a couple of tracks. I
See,
loaded up, as you can see, my favorite.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, see that I'm going to warn you ahead of time since I've come into this. Miss Lowe, don't you go nowhere. I got a couple more questions for you. And
Okay.
see, you and Robin, I got to watch both of you. And that's all right though. I have with us today Miss Lowe, the music extraordinaire, one of the most greatest entertainers that I've seen in her genre in choreography. I don't know where they get these steps from, but it makes a great show. And and her mentor, Bobby Rush. Man, it's so much I want to say. There's some questions that I got that I want to ask her. She just got back from overseas. I mean, she does so much traveling. They went to Hawaii. I think y'all went everywhere. I'm gonna find out in their business in a minute, and I'm gonna find out what's going on. You're listening to WKRA 92.7 on your FM dial. I got Robin, our wonderful correspondent and person extraordinaire. She got a lot of hats too. Her and Miss Lowe got a lot in common. They want to make sure that the show must go on, along with I said what I said. We're going to take a quick break. Miss Lowe, don't you go nowhere. Come on, yeah, come on, bring it on in, Robin. And I want to make sure that everybody is tuning in. Go get your coffee, your donut, or something. We're just going to roll for a little while. We're here on the morning takeover, 92.7 on your FM dial. I got Miss Lowe here, y'all.
I'm right here, y'all. Come on in. Come on in.
Okay.
From city lights to the small towns beat, bringing stories real and raw. No defeat on the morning takeover. It's your daily fix. Tune in or you'll miss the ever rolling mix. From the Capitol Hill to your neighborhood block, James Mack on the airwaves, always on the clock. He's the man on the street with every beat, delivering the truth, making your morning complete. Got interviews inside from coast to coast, a voice you can trust. He'll never boast. James Mack on the wave every morning, every day. Got the 92.
And we just went away for just a little while, and we're back on WKRA 92.7 on your FM dial. Oh, I'm just so happy. See, I ain't got no help today, y'all. All y'all fellas and uh, uh, Mo Noise Entertainment, all y'all could come in and help me out here a little bit because Miss Lowe and Robin have beat me all upside the head. It's bad to get beat upside the head before and after the show. And I've
Yes.
seen the ambulance and the police and the ride squad had to be at the show that I saw. I was in, matter of fact, I met Miss Lowe at the Quitman County Muse and Blues Festival years ago. I was working for the mayor of Lambert, and the nicest person, and I knew what the deal was. See, the mayors told me, go get her so we can get a picture. Why you sending me over there to do all this here? And they didn't want their wives to see me pull Miss Lowe into the room to get the picture. She wasn't in costume. Now, if she was in costume, I'd have been in trouble because I just have to say, God has blessed you, and you're an amazing one. All women are beautiful, but God has blessed you with the talent and the opportunity to be the person that you are. and I wanted to celebrate. They said, "Well," and people ask me, "Who's this Miss Lowe? You don't know nothing." Well, you don't know nothing if you don't know who she is. You don't know anything about the heritage of blues music, or the lineage thereof. I mean, this music comes from generations and generations of our ancestors, and they just put it up a notch and brought it into the 21st century.
That's
And
right.
I have a pioneer here that has done a great job. Miss Lois here. She's. I think she likes our show. You know, we got to have her back. Don't tempt me to ask her back. It didn't take me long
She's
to get her here,
coming
but
back, James. She's coming back because of me.
y'all all y'all
Tell
always.
him
Well, you see
again.
who. Okay,
Tell him
see, I
again.
know who the
Tell,
boss is.
tell him
See,
again.
I should have learned.
Back because of
I'm gonna
me.
say
She's
what
coming
Bobby.
back
Bobby
because
says this. Bobby said, "Well, you know what Bobby say? I ain't studying you. Neither one of you. I ain't studying neither one of you." Okay, yeah, but that's my. I ain't studying. Miss Lowe, you have some music out. In addition to doing, and Robin, you can help me out to find her music. I want them to kind of hear a little bit of it while we are talking a little bit. You got some. You went back into the studio and you came up with a compilation that is yours. This was yours, even though your mentor was there with you, and you got some assistance. You stepped out and said, "I'm going to do this." Tell us about this project, and tell us about what the name of this project is that you got.
We okay, in the beginning I pulled two singles off the album. The album was semi completed. Bobby did not want me to drop. He didn't want me to drop nothing but an album. He said, "Okay,
Okay.
we're gonna drop two singles off the album, finish up the album, because low, we're not gonna drop anything but an album. That's the only thing I understand." So we did. I ain't giving it up. Bobby put it out there to just tease it and to just test it, but it was one of our biggest. That was one of the biggest songs for me. Okay. And
Mm.
then we went back and we went with Take My Love. I was already on tour with Take My Love. I was in Italy. We was
Okay.
in London. We was all over Switzerland. We was
Wow.
all over the UK, and we was in Amsterdam. So like I said, we was on tour and it got so much exposure. I got so many write-ups on the album on that particular song, and that was just a single. It got more international hits and write-ups than any of my music. So,
Right.
and when we dropped the album, Bobby was working on three projects, which he was working on a project with I can't think of the name. I'm a little speechless. And also he was working on his album, and he said, "Okay, Lo, let me help you
Mhm.
finish up your album." So he got my album out the way because he knew he was already obligated with the other two projects. Okay, not
Wow.
only Classy Woman was under consideration this year, and it made the
Mhm.
ballots. And the category that they actually had Classy Woman in, it was I think it was I can't remember, but Classy Woman actually it made the ballots this year. So,
Okay.
and not only that, now if Bobby birthday was coming up, it was really big because Bobby birthday was coming up, which meaning that Classy Woman made the ballots. Uh Bobby made the ballots as well. So we was pasting and we was waiting for them to call us and to tell us if it actually made it in. But Tour
Oh, okay.
Bobby, the other two projects made it in. But it was
Okay.
really great for my project because that was the only album that I ever recorded. And it got
Wow.
consideration and made the ballots this year. So
Well, you
I'm
see how
so
you do. You see how you're doing. My thing is, man, I ain't mean to cut you off. I was saying that, you're so versatile in what you're doing, and in your career. I mean, you've reached plateaus that others wish that they could reach. You just didn't sit back and say, "I'm going to dance. I'm going to just do this and that, and I'm going to get a paycheck, and that's it. I'm through." You really got in there and say, "There's something to recording. There's something to entertaining," and you've been all over the world. I mean. what is is the same reaction that you get um, from performing here in the states? How is it over
No,
there, over in the over overseas?
no. The overseas, they love they love the music, and they're let me tell you what we have lost. I must tell you the loss of what we have lost in the music here is what they have gained in the music there. I think if you understand that.
Yeah.
The
Hmm.
music to them are very authentic, and they love the blues. They love it. Over
Wow,
there, they don't hear anything else. They're not trying to hear anything else. They are trying to cultivate nothing but the blues. That is it.
wow.
If
So
I
they've
I
know
was
taken
that's
our
the
music.
story.
mhm,
They've taken our music. They've taken our music. And when I say our music, the music that was brought through the South, uh, through Mississippi especially, giving
mhm,
exposure to, um, have given exposure to blues music around the world. The Rolling Stones, the Beatles, and everybody had took on to Howlin' Wolf and and all of these other great Robert Johnson and all these great people. How do you feel um, being a part, listening to many of the greats, and even performing on the same stage with most of these great people, that you felt that, I mean, that would have, that you, how did you feel that you were led into recording and doing other things? Did your other dancers get offended because you were moving up the ladder? Did you get a lot of cat calls and jealousy?
I did not. All the dancers, they pretty well. All the dancers pretty much embraced. They embraced it. They embraced they embraced the dream, the vision, because when the dancers was here before I was here, the timing was different. Which meaning the dancers before me really made they was actually already up at the top. They was already doing international tours. I just wasn't here. And some bless their heart, some rest in peace. Some one of the dancer got hurt, and she got hurt
Mhm.
in a car accident with Bobby, and um the other dancers, they actually had to retire early because they got hurt in an accident as well. So,
Mm.
and when I hear the story, I gravitate to the story, and I wanted to make this for them and more than for myself, because my heart goes out to them and their families. So I wanted to carry out something that they started, and just think about the accident and their illness and the
Yeah,
broken, they was broken up, so they couldn't continue it. So my thing
yeah,
was, whatever it was that Bobby was willing to give me, the timing was right for me. If the timing was right, just think about it. These were dancers that was before me, and if Lowe made it, then we all made it. That's how I
yeah.
look at it. So
Okay.
this is my culture. And the more that I read about my blackness, my culture, then that fills me. It fuels me up. And I'm
Mm,
so generated to give it back. And when Bobby said we gotta go over here and we gotta do this and we gotta do that, well, I'm more than happy now because I'm part of Bobby's solo act. And it
yeah.
gives me more wide range exposure. So
Wow.
that's what it
Well,
does for me.
I wanted to say, I say what I said is here with us. That's our other contributor here too on the morning takeover. Come on, I said, and say, you got any questions or any comments for Miss Lowe? We got to make sure you get in, see, because you and Robin and Miss Lowe, I'm in trouble, so I might as well go ahead and be nice and stuff.
You have no
Go
help.
ahead.
Lee is not
I
here.
have no help. I said, y'all come on in. Okay, come on. I said, you on. I said, go ahead.
Thanks, James. I just wanted to reiterate what she was saying about overseas loving the blues. They've always loved the blues. That's where the Beatles actually got a lot of their music from, was from
Mhm.
our culture, And I noticed a lot of our entertainers do sometimes do better overseas than they do here in America. because in America it's like we'll have a set time of set music. It appears. It's like the genres change. Uh, we started with the jazz, we went to the blues, then we went to R&B, and now we're with the rap music. And like you're saying, it's like as Americans, a lot of times the younger people are forgetting about what actually started everything. And blues was like one of the first music, the first type of music that everybody was enjoying. Started with Muddy Waters and B.B. King and Bobby Blue Band. And
Yes.
so I just wanted to say I'm proud of the record that Bobby Rush has had. He's had a long career. I had to leave
Yes.
the conversation. I don't know if you talked about that, about how long you guys have been in the entertainment business. I'm pretty sure it's probably over 40. For Bobby, I know it's at least over 50 years. Is that correct?
Yes. Mm-hmm. 50, if over 50. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So and you know, I'm kind of old, but I'm kind of young. But I've always
No, you're
loved the
not old.
blues.
You are not old. Let me
I
let me
thank
make a
you. I
no
thank
wait,
you.
hold on. Let me put a disclaimer out here right now for anybody that will attempt to even do what she just said that you do. If you call these women any other thing other than just who they are, you don't you worry about what age they are. They doing what they do. Okay, I said. I already said it. I said you go ahead.
Well, I was just talking about me. I wasn't talking about the other ladies on the panel. But I've always enjoyed the blues. Even when I got out of high school, the rap music came out in the 80s. And so, but I was always stuck on the blues because that's what my mom played. And she played Bobby Rush and
Hmm.
the rest of the blues entertainers. So I've always enjoyed your music. And I do take my hat off to Bobby Rush for him still being the entertainer that he is. I haven't seen a change in his show at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well, me
I have I
likewise.
have. Go ahead,
Likewise,
Miss Lowe.
here, my father had a cafe, so I came up on blues music. So, like I said, I'm from Holmes County, but I'm from the country, and it's just a small plantation where I was from. So,
Wait, wait,
and
wait. What's a cafe? Tell them they don't know what the see. You start trouble too, Miss Lowe. You got to tell them what a cafe is. What's a
I
cafe?
know what a cafe is. I've been to
I
the
know what a
cafe also.
cafe
My
is.
mom used to be at the cafe, so I know exactly what
Yes.
she's talking about. A
Robert
hole in the
don't know nothing
wall,
about all
James.
I know
Oh,
what a
hold
cafe is. I
you
know
know,
what a
Robin,
cafe
yeah,
is.
you know,
Absolutely.
it.
Absolutely. We call them speakeasies.
yeah,
Oh,
and we call them. My mama would call them. She called them juke joints. So we
Yes.
could you
Yeah,
could
oh.
call it the
juke
juke.
joints.
They, y'all don't know nothing about no juke joint. Y'all don't know nothing about
Yeah,
no juke joint.
it was the
We don't
juke.
know
Okay.
nothing about no juke joint.
Okay, but okay, ladies, y'all stay with. I got one more question, and I'm gonna turn y'all loose. Miss Lowe, I want you. This is a wonderful thing. You just got back from overseas.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't mean to get in your business and all that and try to find out what's going on. Although I'm one of your fans, I'll be trying to find out what's happening and what you're doing and everything. But those of you all that are looking on our simulcast on our YouTube channel, you'll see Miss Lowe in her hula hula, not hula hula, but she's in her Hawaiian look. Now, I'm being nice because I don't want no skillets and brooms coming my way today. Somebody hit me on the head at the grocery store, say, "Why you putting them pictures of Miss Lowe up there? Y'all don't be hating. Y'all just get on because we're going to support her anyway." And I'm glad I'm behind the door. Nobody can get me or nothing. You went around the world. You just got back from overseas. Tell us about your travels that you just recently had. And because Bobby Rush is in such a demand everywhere, I don't know how you keep up with it. I know you got a bag packed now, probably going to Saskatchewan or somewhere,
I just
going to Baruba or somewhere.
I just
Tell us
I just
about your
dropped him off
travels.
at the airport. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Wow.
he's
So
he's
you
headed
got it like that. You got it like that though.
he's
See, you
headed
know.
to New York. So he got gigs in New York in the band. We're gonna meet him in Indiana. So I fly out tomorrow. Yeah.
You're always busy. Will you tell them who your number one fan is on the on radio? Who you really your real good your interview newsman, whatever you want to call me, Miss Locy.
You said,
That your nicest one, the
yeah,
one that really just root for you, and all those other things. Could you
yeah.
let them know who it is? I just don't believe they know who it is.
Miss
I
I
Lowe.
gotta
think
hear
they
this.
do know who it
Y'all
is.
record
Why you think they
record
don't
this.
know?
I want to hear her say it. We record this too, if y'all can. I'm gonna get the playback anyway. Go ahead, Miss Lowe. I want to hear y'all hush and let her say what she gonna say. It, Miss Lowe. Go ahead, tell them who it is.
You
I'm
really
waiting.
want me to
Look,
tell them who it is?
I promise you. I swear. I want you to tell it. Just tell it. That-
It's Robin.
Thank you
Oh,
so
see.
It's
much.
Robin and
Thank
James
you.
Oh, okay.
at
I said what I said. We gonna.
WKRA 92.FM.
All right.
Miss
I ain't gonna ask no
Miss
more questions.
Lowe,
Listen, let
he's
me
been
turn.
talking
I'm
about
gonna
this
do
since
this.
last night.
I'm gonna turn y'all loose. I said what I said. Y'all got a few minutes. I want y'all to talk and do some girl power. What do y'all think? Ask Ms. Lowe. I want to know about what you think about Kamala Harris too. You're a businesswoman. You be
But
looking at
let
the
me finish.
international news.
Okay, I tell
Okay,
you
go
what.
ahead. I'm out the way,
I
y'all. Go ahead, y'all.
okay. I just tell you this right here. So he was asking me where I just come from, and then I get to and I talk to him about Kamala, and then not only that,
Okay.
you want to know some more things about the community. Can I go there?
Yes. Yes, you
Okay.
can.
All right. So I just got back from the beginning of the year, which was in February. I was in London and I was in Chartres, France, and I was in Paris, and we was in the Ford, which was
Mhm.
London. Okay, so now we just within a month ago, I just got in from Hawaii, Valencia, Spain,
Okay.
Madrid. I think it was
Ooh.
Switzerland.
Ooh.
Just a European tour is where we just come from. Okay.
Mhm.
So and there's a couple of things he wanted me to talk to you about the supporting the community. And I know he just said something about Kamala, but before I get to that, I'm gonna tell you the community engagement is part of a dialogue where the comments can, where we can make our comments and our decision, and it's really good for us to support it.
Mhm.
And the community engagements. Not only that, it's by including the diversity voices. Our voices
Mhm.
mean everything. It is power.
Tell me this. Do you see?
Just
Okay,
like
go ahead.
karma. Karma didn't
Mhm.
just get here. Karma engaged. The Obamas, they engaged. The Clinton, they engaged. Oprah Winfrey, they engaged. Tyler Perry, he was just in Clarksdale. He engaged in Clarksdale community, which meaning he wanted to go hear our voices, and he's searching of the community and where the Delta Blues lives. So it is so important for us to get involved. Call your local radio station. Just ask questions, because some of the times they're lost and they want to know what you think, or they want to know what you think, what you're driving on. How is it that they can help you? How is it that you can help our station? Things that the station needs to know. Sometimes we be searching for things like, okay, what's the topic for tomorrow? So
Mhm.
community to get involved with the community is one of the most supporting things that people has to do, especially when you're talking about celebrities.
Yeah.
Celebrities, that's where it starts from.
Yeah.
It starts from
I
there.
agree.
So community
Let me
Question.
ask you.
unites.
Let me ask you this question.
Hmm.
Um, how did you guys transition? Because when you started out with music, you started out with records, right?
Yeah.
Then we went to the 8 track. Then we went to the cassettes, and now we're doing streaming. So how did that affect your career, and how did that affect you guys' music as far as the way that the music has changed as far as
Okay.
the listening?
So I can just tell you by me being there, because I just dropped my
Hmm.
first album. So I can just talk to you on some of the things of Bobby. Okay.
Okay.
I've seen I did see when the cassettes was here. And like I said, my dad had a cafe. And I did see when they had the records, which was the 45s. I did see the LP, but The vinyls now are selling. The vinyls are back today where the 45s and the tapes were. So Bobby, if I must recite some of the words he said, things are different in so many ways, but everything still remains the same. So it's like he had to move with the time
Mm-hmm.
as that's I think he just had to move with the time. And not only that, with the agent and the managers and everybody is behind him. I'm sure before that time, agent and management really just got on board. I mean, I would say uh to be in effect, I would say the last 10, 15 years, because from the beginning, Bobby was his own agent and his own manager. I just don't think he didn't know that. But he was that person. He was the one doing 90% of his booking.
Yeah.
He was that person. So
Ah,
he didn't have those
Well,
things. So the question that you asked me and how I'm able to answer them, because those are the questions that I asked him. I was like, well, how able was you able to maneuver? How was you able to do? These are my questions to him.
oh,
Mm-hmm.
You
okay.
said you said something, Miss Lowe. And hold on, I'm Robin. I promise y'all, I ain't gonna get in no more. I saw a documentary with Bobby at one time. He was driving his own buses. He was repairing things. He was really into it to get the show on the road.
Yeah.
Bobby
Yeah.
didn't play when it came down to that money too. I'm just
Nah.
going to see.
Mm-mm.
Bobby made sure you paid him
Yeah.
and if he didn't feel that you took there was all money ain't good money. He didn't go everywhere now. He knew where to go and he knew that he had to take care. I saw Miss Lowe on the bus sleep. They had their little cover and stuff. They got tour buses and stuff. One
You,
day they're gonna let me go on one of these tours with them, and I'm gonna
They are
broadcast from
not though.
every location. Miss Lowe, you tell Bobby I broadcast from every location he
you
go.
are. You know
They
And
what?
are so
I can
not.
make that happen for you if you want to
see, oh,
travel with
watch
me.
out. Wait, Miss Lowe, hold on. See, y'all don't like me and y'all don't like my stuff. So I'm gonna take my broadcasting equipment, my microphone, my headphones, and I'm gonna go on the road. I'm gonna make this so y'all don't
And
think it's
he'll
gonna
be
happen. I'm
right
going on the
back.
road with Miss Lowe and Bobby Rush, and y'all gonna miss me and everything. We miss Jay. We miss. No, I'm in good company. See,
James,
but
we'll just take you on one of the trips, but we got to bring you back to them.
why?
No,
Why you got to bring
you
this?
break
Why
you
I got to
by,
go?
Miss Lowe. You
We
break you by.
we
You
just
break you
gonna
Oh,
by.
take
see, you
you.
see how they. Oh, y'all
We're
gonna
gonna
throw me
take
And
you
make
to
away.
sure
the.
y'all don't, and make sure y'all have your own backup singers. Don't use any.
I want to do it. Let me do it. See, they trying to say don't put me on the stage to sing or nothing. I just want to be there and watch and see what's happening and everything like that. Miss
I
Lowe,
let him.
I want.
I let him MC the
Uh,
show.
Oh, David, see now what y'all say about that? All of y'all that is out there, listen, this is WKRA 92.7 on your FM. We got another friend of the show, y'all. Y'all know we got to hear from her and put her in. Miss Lowe, you have really been good and kind to us for us to take up your morning, especially me. But you had your help already. I think y'all talked already. You and I said what I said, and Rob and y'all talked already. But I'm going on tour. One day, y'all heard Miss Lowe say I'm going on tour
Never,
with them. I'm going on tour. Just one
never.
song. She say she gonna bring me back, but whether I do or not, that's a different story. Listen, Miss Lowe, would you come back? Have I been good and kind? I know Robin and them have. You'll come back for them, but would you come back to us and keep us updated on your career, what you're doing, and be a friend of our show?
Of course, and when I'm in your town, I would even come by the station.
Okay, well, we working everything out. We there's a skyscraper that I want. No, I don't want to say it like that.
Lord,
We're working hard. WKRA would love to have you to come and wherever you are. She's going to be everywhere. We want to get her schedule too about where they're touring here in the United States, so you can go and see. You haven't lived until you've seen a Bobby Rush review show featuring Miss Lowe. And I want you to tell Bobby I said hello. Bobby got sausages and stuff, so I need to get with him about some advertising, and we're gonna get together. Them some good sausages, Miss Lowe. Am I lying? I ain't telling. I'm telling the truth, ain't I, Miss Lowe?
I don't eat his sausages.
Okay, see, I tried to do that for Bobby. See,
Uh-huh.
she said, she said
Miss
she don't
Lowe,
even
can
eat
you
her.
tell us where you're gonna be next? I gotta overtalk them. I'm sorry. Can you tell us where you're gonna be next so people can come out and see you?
Yes, we're gonna be in Indiana. Oh, we're the Delta Blues Festival, which is Greenville, Mississippi. That's just where it's gonna be close to the area that the people could come to. I don't want to just
Okay.
tell them some foreign country we're gonna be in, and they can come
Yeah,
to there.
we got listeners everywhere, Miss Lowe. You'd be surprised. I got people listening in Alaska at the hey fellas up there at the Air Force Base up there in Alaska. So they everywhere. So tell us what you're gonna do. Let's get to you're an international entertainer. We need to hear where you
Okay,
gonna be
so
at.
August the 11th, we're gonna be in Gary, Indiana, which is Sunday, and we have a big show coming up, which is the Delta Blues Festival. That is coming up in September.
Okay.
I think it's September the 27th. But if you
Okay.
would go to just a second, I'll give it to you. It is September the 21st, and that's the Delta Blues Festival. That is in Greenville, Mississippi. And also, you can also go to Ms. Lowe website, which is www.misslow.com, or you can go to Bobby Rush tour schedule, and all of the tour dates is there.
Okay.
Thank you, Miss
Well,
Lowe. Thank you.
I'm gonna see. I'm gonna have to go to Greenville on y'all because y'all. I'm going to see if I got me a spot on the bus or the plane or something,
You should
or
meet me
whatever.
there and let me know that you're coming. That way, I make
You know.
sure that you that
See
I'm
y'all.
expecting
See.
you. Have some
See,
passes.
that's right, Miss. That's right, Miss Lowe. You let them know that I'm your friend and everything. So the police, I got to get through the police and everybody, because the police, when they see me with her, they're gonna attack on me first. Like, what you doing? What you doing? Hey, man, come on now. I'm a Bobby Rush man or whatever y'all. I'm a groupie or whatever. Y'all give me a badge to put on too, so they can identify
Are
me.
the crew
And
coming with you?
uh, I don't know, I don't
Let's
know. We're
let
gonna have
back.
to work. Okay, listen, we're gonna work it out
Let
one
back.
day that we get together and we come to a Bobby Rush review show. We get together. We're gonna get our advertising and our budget together so that we can come and share with you.
Yes.
We're gonna get together. Even Robin, we're gonna might have to fly her somewhere, get her on
You
an
got to
airplane or
bring
something.
Robin. Don't come without
You
Robin.
see? Okay, see.
Exactly.
Or Miss, I said what I said. She's in the cut back there. They want to go. I want to do some things with you. I want you to be our partner. You know some people, and I want you to let them know about us. But we the Miss Lowe fan base right here. This is where it starts, right over here at WKRA 92.7 on your FM dial. Miss Lowe, you got any parting words you would like to tell us or anything? And then Robin, you and I said y'all take us out this morning. Go ahead, Miss Lowe. You got the floor.
Yes, I would just like to thank all of my fans and thank them for the support, for all the support that they have given me for the Classy Woman album. I like to thank all the DJs, all the radio stations, all the viewers. Thank everyone for all the support. I thank you. And thank you all for having me this morning.
That's right.
Thank you
You
for
a part of us.
calling.
All
Thank
right,
you for
Miss Lowe, I'm coming to get my ticket for my bus ticket and everything. It's good to see you. All right, y'all. Y'all gonna take the show out. All right. Thank you,
Thank
Miss
you for
Lowe.
stopping by.
All right. Take care. Bye bye. Have a great weekend.
All
thank
right.
you. All righty.
Y'all
It's
stay
the
tuned Monday.
92.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead with your
It's
idea.
the 92.7 WKRA. It's the morning takeover show.
We're here, and listen, we got some special things coming up next week. I said what I said, got something going on. We need to get a special report from her. I got a project that I want to work on. Y'all heard Miss Lowe say she's going to take me with her, but we'll talk about that later. We want to thank you all for being here. Thank you, Robin. Thank you. I said what I said. Thank you to the chat. Y'all take it out. Okay, Robin, take the show out.